So apparently my astrology for the moment is like I'm supposed to be confused, which is nice to hear, you know, even if astrology is a bunch of hooey, which I suspect it is not. But even if it is, like, it's cool that in this moment something is telling me that it's okay to be confused and to not have all the answers. And advice is just to feel and experience those feelings and, you know, not even worry about like naming them. Just have them. Because I've been anxious. I've been very anxious because there's a lot more stuff to figure out. Highest stakes ever. Because baby. And I feel like the least equipped to figure them out. Like, my brain is kind of soupy and weird. I mean, they tell me I'm making new neurological connections to, like, make my brain a better nurturing machine. Which, okay, that's fine. But I just, itchy. Those berries, like, look good, but, like, are they? I don't know. I hope you could see that. There's a boatman yelling at his boat students down there. It's very loud. So yeah, I'm grateful that there's a thing telling me that that's okay. That, you know, it won't last forever. Like, that's true whether or not this ends when the astrology of the moment ends. Like the Neptune Pluto nonsense shenaniganry. Yeah, it will end at some point. Like, so I'm being reminded of that. I'm not gonna just sit in confusion forever. It's not really like a thing. But I am feeling a little bit of like relief today because I'm kind of like figuring out what the lighthouse is. Hello. I think it's Wilder House. Like, I think that's a good... I'm gonna wait until I think of the word, damn it. Like, a good goal. That's not what I mean. Like, to set the direction, like a good point at which to set the bearings of this ship. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I don't know what the path is yet. So it doesn't help me with like the very next step necessarily, but when I think of that as being a goal, helps me feel out next steps. Because yeah, I was thinking about the Wild and Precious Life thing, the Mary Oliver, and like, Mary Oliver poem, sorry, I should finish sentences. I just want to sit and stare at a grasshopper sometimes and like, it's like marveling at it and wonder and awe, and like, I would like to do that with more of my time. And I think it's part of or like at the bottom of why I want to make Wilder House. I imagine that throughout the time I would be making art that invites other people to share in that wonder and awe, that I would get to do some of it myself. So there are some kind of hard living situation choices I want to examine and hold up against that trajectory. Like what sets the trajectory? What's the word for that? Like your end point. Somebody is going to be like yelling at their screen if they're watching this far, because that's how this would happen. They're like, it's this, Kristen. Get out your dictionary. Yeah, just trying to surrender to being okay, not knowing what the fuck. And like being present, like this is such a beautiful day. Like, it is nutty pretty. The air smells like lilacs, I swear. And this like cedary smell from the sun being on the cedar trees, which here's my favorite one. This is my favorite tree, everybody. I don't know. I have a special feeling about this tree. I love it. It's like scoopy, twisty, broken healingness. I put this ribbon on it. Maybe like right when I found out. No, like maybe a month after I found out I was pregnant with her. I think it's devoting myself to loving nature more every day. And to making that love as contagious as possible. I really make all my choices based on that. Like it feels a little scary. And it will mean some sacrifice. Like if I really do steer towards that, make Wilder House, I mean, I guess that's the point at the end of the trajectory. Really follow that. There's some like urban city life art stuff that I'm gonna miss out on, because even if my energy were an infinite resource, time is not. That's okay. Like, I will be sad not to do some of that stuff, but this feels like a free will destiny choice like a wilder choice. It's like a worthy, brave choice. And, it's good for me and good for her. So that's what we do. To build a house, set the longitude and latitude. Off we go.